Hey, good morning, everyone, and happy Friday and happy almost New Year's. It is fabulous to see you guys. I hope you had an amazing holidays and you are now probably starting to think about New Year's resolutions. And what I want to talk about today is kind of why New Year's resolutions fail so many times. And I'm going to use specifically recruiting New Year's resolutions because it's such a critical skill in your business, and it's the thing that people desperately want to change the most, and they have the least success at changing their behavior around it. So, you ready? Ready to rock and roll? So, I want to help you today end the cycle of setting New Year's resolutions and not achieving them. Right? Of setting intentions that I'm going to make a change this year and then disappointing yourself and others. And so as we do this together today, I want you to grab something to write with because you're going to come up with some great ahas in this short little Ask Deb. And I want to give you some information that will help you take this knowledge to the next level. You guys got it? So if you don't know who I am, my name is Deb Erickson, and I am a business mindset coach. So let me define that for you. What it means is that I specifically help women in the network marketing and direct sales arena shift their mindsets so that they can elevate their recruiting results, right? Increase their sales, feel more confident about their business, and really develop and grow themselves and grow their business into something that matches, right? Matches your dreams, your visions, your goals for your future, for your family. So the way we do that is that I have coaching memberships, right? I offer training and classes and coaching every single week to people in order to help them set and achieve goals. So what we're talking about today are those, specifically those resolution statements. And do you know what a resolution is? It's a promise. It's a promise you make to yourself. So in other words, when New Year's comes around, we always say, okay, here's what I'm going to do. And if we're talking recruiting, this would be you. All right, now I'm really going to make changes this year. I'm really going to do the things that I know I need to do in order to elevate my business. I'm gonna message 20 people a day. I'm going to do 3 Facebook Lives a week. I'm going to do 25 cold calls. I'm going to get out and go to networking events, 3 networking events. I'm going to hold 3 parties a week. And on and on and on the list goes, right? So what we do is we tend to say, I know what my business needs is recruiting, sponsoring, enrolling, and what I'm going to do is this. And we kind of focus our energy around the numbers, the change of behavior. And so while we get all excited about our New Year's resolution and our energy and our commitment level is high at the time that we make them, here's the statistics, is that less than 4% of the people who make New Year's resolutions keep them. And the vast majority of people who don't keep their New Year's resolutions actually fail and then give up in the first 2 weeks. First 2 weeks. So just for a second, ask yourself, is that me? And if it is, come on, I want you to own up to it and cop it. And just put in the message, yep, that's me, right? Yep, that's me. I've done that before. I've been very excited. I've made a big statement and a commitment about what it is I'm going to do. And then in a very short period of time, I pretty much give up. If it's you, I want you to raise your hand and say so. And here's why, guys. Because there's something that frees up in you the minute you honor the truth. When you say, yeah, I do that, I really want to change that, it creates the opening and the preparation for a shift. You guys got it? All right, so let's talk about how and why these things fail. So the reason people fall out in the first 2 weeks is, the first reason is the resolutions are set up as action items, like changes in action items, but there's no plan. There's nothing to support it. And so what typically happens is as you begin to move towards them, you get up your first morning, you're like, okay, let's go, let's change this, make the changes I wanted to make. there's really nothing laid out that's going to help you make those baby steps. And so I want you to think of a strategy, a really powerful strategy for change, as the toddler strategy. Anybody ever seen a toddler try to learn how to walk? So here's what happens. They pull themselves up on the edge of a coffee table, and then they let go of the coffee table. And as they let go of the coffee table, they're all wobbly, right? And they eventually are gonna just fall on their bottom. Now, here's the thing about a toddler. The toddler didn't set the intention, I will take 6 steps today without falling, holding myself erect, and not bobble at all. Do they think that way? Or do they just go in their mind, I want to go from here to there? See how easy it is? All they're doing is saying, I want to move over there. I want that thing that's over there. I'm gonna close the gap between where I am and that over there. They don't plan out all the big steps. What they do is they simply get up and move. You guys get it? Simple. Get up and move. And then when they successfully make those 6 steps, guess what? They don't stop and go, got my 6 done for the day. They try a 7th and an 8th and a 9th. And of course, they fall on their bottom. And then what? Do they sit and go, oh, I didn't get it done today. I guess I'm just never going to be a walker. Or do they go, hey, I want to move further. I want to move further. I want that. I want that. I want that. And before you know it, they're starting to run. And have you ever seen a toddler learning to run? It's like they lean in and they begin to run until they crash. But no worries. They jump up, brush themselves off, and go again and again and again and again. Baby steps until they are moving. Baby steps until they get from here to there. Baby steps without judgment until they close the gap to where they want to go. And baby steps until they learn to move faster and with more stability and more flexibility. You guys get it? It's baby steps. But somewhere along the line, we've lost this toddler strategy. And so instead of getting up and just getting into motion, we overthink it, especially as women. We tend to overthink it. We analyze it. We think through all the possible things that could get in our way, or what are people going to think? No toddler is looking around at other babies going, ooh, they're laughing at me. They're totally focused in their own mind. Baby step, baby step, baby step. You guys getting it? And so a really simple strategy is simply this, guys. To be able to get up and get into motion, but I'm going to give you some key areas that we want to get into motion around. Okay, so there's 3 big focus, 3 keys. No matter whether you are looking at a recruiting resolution or goal, or you're looking at a sales goal, or you're looking at a health goal, you're looking at a wealth goal, whatever it is that you want to create a change in, I'm going to give you 3 areas that you have to think about creating strategic support. So what you need is, you need tools, you need strategies, you need some support in these 3 areas. So here's the first one, mindset. Now you guys, mindset means, what are you thinking? What do you believe about yourself? What's your commitment level? What's your intention? What are you thinking? What are you focused on? You guys get it? You need to create a mindset shift that supports you in achieving your recruiting resolutions. But that's not all. The second key is you need emotional breakthroughs. So if you've been hanging out in worry about what other people think about you, I can't approach her because what will she think? She'll think I'm pushy, right? So if you've been in your head, but you've been worrying, right? Or you've been concerned about judgment or comparison, or maybe you're thinking and feeling into frustration or irritation or impatience, like, oh, I can't get anybody to say yes to me. Whatever you're feeling is creating results in your recruiting. So if you're frustrated, if you're impatient, if you're scared, guess what? Your recruiting results will match that emotional state. So we have to create a shift first in our mindset, in our belief, in our thinking. And then second, we have to create a shift in our emotions, our confidence. And then third, we got to change our action steps. Now, Well, here's what I mean about action steps. Those are those little baby steps, right? That motion forward. See, when you say, I'm gonna hold 3 parties a week, and your first week goes by and you have not held a party, the brain goes, oh, there she is again, making a commitment she's not going to follow up on. It's like it was too big of a leap. It would be like if a little baby decided he's trying to learn how to walk and his parents enter him in a 5K run. It's like, whoa, too fast. Let's get the baby steps going, and before you know it, he's running. And so the baby steps are focused here. Just feel this energy. What it does is it creates momentum, it elevates confidence, it confirms belief, and before you know it, that little one is off and running. So I created in one of my classes, I created a 21-day recruiting challenge. And the strategy in that 21-day recruiting challenge is simply this. Every day, do another task that builds your mindset, strengthens the emotion, and gets you toddler moving, right? We're going to pick up the speed. And in 21 days, you move from maybe being stuck or frozen into daily activity. You guys get it? Every single day, something. And, here's my suggestion, guys, is start with like 15 to 20 minutes a day and just say, I'm going to be in action for 15, 20 minutes a day so that you get a little bit of rhythm. You have some successes. You build that belief in your own ability. And as you do that, guys, what happens is it's easier when you come back the next day. So a lot of people who are building their business part-time, which is, the vast majority of women in the industry are building their business part-time. So what they do is they set aside one day, I have this many hours on this day a week. And then they wonder why they never get any rhythm. They never get any momentum. They're constantly frustrated. They're reaching out to people and people aren't reaching back. And I'm here to tell you that you will never build this business one day a week. You just won't, because everything that's required, the skill set, the mindset, the belief, the patterns, the habits, everything that you need to be successful is only created baby steps every day. You guys get it? Now, nobody's saying you got to work for hours every day. Give it 10, 15 minutes. Give it a little bit of time. Get some energy running. Build your confidence. Here's why. The next day, if you take a step here, the next day you start from that new position and you take another step. And then you start from that position and you take another step. You guys get it? And so even though these are tiny little steps, they are moving you forward. And every single step gives you confidence the next day to take more steps. You'll be like that toddler who all of a sudden begins moving, and before you know it, you're all the way across the room. And they were just tiny little baby steps that you kind of fell into. So as you are taking these little steps, let's have some fun, okay? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to set an intention right now for 2019, and we're going to focus on your recruiting. Right? You're recruiting, you're adding people to your business, you're inviting, you're sponsoring, whatever you want to call it. I want you to focus on that. Now, instead of focusing on the result, I want you to focus on the baby steps, on the process, okay? Your resolution could be something really simple like, you know what? This year, I'm going to master the art of recruiting. This year, I'm going to overcome my fear, and I'm going to become a fearless sponsorer, right? I'm going to become that woman who always says the right thing to the right person. I'm in the right place at the right time, and I'm attracted to amazing leaders in my business. Feel it? I want you to start describing your intention and put it in the box, right? Put it down here so we can all see it. What is it you want to create? Now, stay big, stay global. I'm going to overcome my fear of recruiting and inviting and asking people. I'm going to overcome my resistance towards meeting strangers. I'm going to step up my game, and every single day, I'm going to add to my business. Every day, I'm going to invite somebody to take a look at my business. Every day, I'm going to do it bigger. I'm going to do it bolder. I'm going to master the art of this. You feeling it? And so as you set a resolution, right? A New Year's resolution, I want you to set a resolution about overcoming, about becoming, you guys get it, about next steps. Keep it big, keep it broad. And then once you get the what, the next step is we're going to figure out why. Why is this New Year's resolution so critical to you? And when we ask about the why, we ask about for you and your loved ones, everybody you love, everybody that's important to you, right? So in other words, what I want you to do is I want you to ask, if I did this, if I became a fearless enroller, right? And if I opened my mind and my heart to literally everyone, everywhere, every moment, and I got out into the world and I knew who I was, and I just brought solutions to people, and I invited them to come and take a peek and join my business, and I was fearless, what would be the result? Guys, get it? So in other words, what I want you to think about is, why do I want to do this? I'm looking for the result. And what's the result? I'll grow my business. I'll invite and add amazing prospects and leaders to my team, right? I'll have partners that we can hook arm in arm and march into the future with. It will be a ripple effect of people's lives who I'm changing around the globe. Why? Because I'm doing it for my family. I'm doing it for my spouse. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for my growth. I'm doing it because I want to bring my husband home from work, or I want to take my kids to Disneyland. You guys get it? Why? Maybe your big why is you. You want to feel differently about yourself. You want to know your greatness. You want to build more confidence. So we're going to say, what is it I want? We're going to feel into the bigness of the vision. I want to master recruiting. Why? Because I want to know who I am and why I'm here, and I want to be confident and bold in my energy. Great. Now the third question we have to answer is, okay, how? I know what I want and I know why I want it, but now I got to find out the steps. If my brain's not going to believe that I could ever do this if I can't create a plan. And your plan is going to address the three most important issues. Mindset, right? My emotions, because the emotions are the ones that's stopping you. And then the third piece of that is the actions I need to get into in order to achieve this dream, to hit this goal. You guys got it? That's where goal setting comes in. I want you to feel the difference between when you set a New Year's resolution or you set an intention. Same thing, guys. What you're doing is you're creating the big picture, the vision. And so once you got the picture, then we got the why. Now we're going to do the how. How is goal setting. So goal setting is where you get the numbers and the statistics and the energy and the plan to make it happen. You guys get it? So this has dates. It has numbers. It has quantities. It has measurable objectives. Now here's the thing about a goal. In general, a goal doesn't really inspire energy, because a goal is numbers, right? I'll give you a great example. If I said 10, how excited did you get? Not much, because 10 is just a number. What if I said 10 by the end of the year? It still doesn't mean anything, does it? But if I said, I'm going to teach you how to increase your monthly income by $10,000 a month, every month till the end of the year. Now, is that exciting? Right? Well, the reason it's exciting is because it gives you a picture, and then that picture translates to emotion, and then that emotion translates to a meaning that it's going to give to your family. Now you can go, yeah, Deb, I'm in. Count me in. Sign me up. How are we going to do that? Then we create the plan. All right, here's how you do. Every single day you're going to do this. Every other day we're going to do this. Once a week we're going to do this. Okay? Now, when you go to the plan first, without creating the mindset and the emotion and the big picture and the why, basically what happens is your brain begins to shut down. And it's basically says, I don't know how I'm going to get there. So imagine if you had a coach. Imagine if you had the tools, the mindset tools, the skill set tools. Imagine if you had resources, if you had an accountability buddy. Did you know that women, I mean, listen to this, guys. Women are 86% more successful when they have a coach, right, who can teach them the strategies and the tools they need, and a supportive community to hold them accountable. 86% more likely to achieve your goals. You feeling this? Right? This is why I keep telling you, you got to get into a coaching membership, right? You got to take some classes. You got to continue to grow. You personally have to be on a never ending, hear it, lifelong journey of growing. Why? Well, because you can't out-earn your own knowledge. You can't out-earn your self-esteem. You can't out-earn your own behaviors. You can't out-earn you. That's one thing. But then the second thing is, you can't do it differently without a coach, without classes, without training. And third, you can't do it alone. The woman who can do it all alone is a 1 in a million. And I'm guessing if you're here, it's probably not you. Because if you were the 1 in the million that could do it all alone, you'd be off doing it. You wouldn't be somewhere where you're getting support and love and community and connection. You guys feeling it? You must belong. You have to be a part of something that's moving, because it feeds your heart, it feeds your soul, it feeds your mind. You guys get it? So you can find those communities inside your downline, inside your company. You can find that with me. In other words, there are places that can give you those things you need. But let me just say this, you got to get it. And if you can get it from multiple places, that kind of support, that community support, and that coaching and leadership training, if you can get it from multiple places, it will cause your growth to accelerate, right? It's kind of like putting your business on steroids. I would help you put your recruiting on steroids. You guys get that? So find that support and begin the journey. So here it is again in a nutshell. The first thing you're going to do is decide what you're going to master this year. What's your intention? What's the resolution? And I'm going to say it should be something like, I will master the art of recruiting. I will become fearless. I'm going to elevate. I'm going to up-level my recruiting game. I'm going to give it everything I've got, because I know recruiting is the backbone, right, of developing a sales team that will create what I want in my business. I commit. Are you willing? Are you willing to take it? Take the challenge? If so, raise your hand and say, Deb, I'm all in. I'm going to become a fearless recruiter this year. That's my intention. That's my resolution. I will do whatever it takes for how long it takes. I will never give up. Just like the toddler, I will pull myself back up and I will toddle again until I get my legs underneath me and I can run. Guys, get it? Come on, commit. As you do this, guys, it'll begin to build that energy, build that confidence, build that belief, elevate your skill sets. You get better and better and better at it. Guys, got it? Then we're going to focus on why we want it. What is it going to give to us? What we want, why we want it. Third, what are the skills, the support, the tools, the strategy, mindset, emotions, behaviors that you're going to change? How are we going to get there? Guys, got it? All right. That's all there is. That's all you need to know about setting and achieving those New Year's resolutions. I hope you'll let me be your coach. I want to give you a little gift to close this out. So up in the text box where it gives all the information about what this live is going to be about, there's a link. That link takes you to a webinar I recorded last week. And that webinar, when you go and you sign up for it, you're going to get an hour training. You're going to get a workbook, right, that walks you through the training. Then you're going to get worksheets to set up all of your goals in every area: recruiting, selling, business, health, wealth, okay, relationships. It'll help you set up your goals in every area of your life. Now, in addition, I'm going to give you a free audio training, right, so that you can begin to retrain your brain so that it aligns with your goals, right? So that it aligns. So basically your brain goes, yes, I believe it. Yes, I want to do it. You guys got it. And if after all of that you go, yeah, I really want the community, I want Deb to be a coach, then come join us and come play this year. I want to support you in finally breaking free from whatever has held you back, whatever it is that has caused you to play small and not bring your greatness to your business. I want to help you break through that and bring to your business all of you. Because here's what I know. When you play full out and you bring the biggest, boldest, brightest you to the party, you can't help but be successful. You were created for greatness. All we got to do is flip the switch in 2019 and turn it loose. You guys got it? All right. Great. Have a fantastic weekend. Have an amazing New Year's celebration. And then let's get back to work. You guys got it? We're going to become fearless recruiters. All right. Love you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.